أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ثم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وثم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم دستور يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رجال الله دستور مدد يا سيدي سيدنا سلطان الأولياء سيدنا الشيخ محمد نازم حقاني مدد الحق رجال الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi Maulana, may Allah grant us always to be with him and to be with him with Prophets sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As Allah said in Holy Quran, إخوانا سرورا على متقابلين. What does it mean? إخوانا على سرور, brothers in surur, happiness, joy, and looking متقابلين, connected. And he said to me, he said to us, Maulana, when you sit for a Sohba, take from the notes of Maulana or the notes of Grand Sheikh, or we can take from his notes also. Although he never can say take from my notes, the Sheikh, he always said, I should be by the shoes. I should be, my place is not except by the shoes, he used to say. So if this is a murshid and a wali that was given high stations in the presence of prophets, what about us? And he said many times, the one who gives zikr, leads zikr or gives a talk, it ends there. That majlis belongs to the heart of the Shaykh. And the Shaykh, his heart is with sururun mutakabilin, with prophets. Allah Azza wa Jal, he loved his creation, and if you love someone or something, you want the best for them. So for his love for the creation, he made them to have the best of prophets, Sayyidina Muhammad, to be Khatam al-Anbiya. And he said in Holy Quran, Kuntum khairat ummati ukhshat linas. He made us the best ummah, because where he showed his love to the ummah, he made the best of ummahs the one of Sayyidina Muhammad. And this is the month of Sayyidina Muhammad. As I was walking tonight, I was looking at the new moon of Shaban. The moon at the beginning of the month, it's new, means, oh human being, you have another chance. Yawmun jadid, rizqun jadid. It's always, Allah is always renewing his ummah, renewing each human being. Tabakan an tabak. He's taking his human beings, each one, every moment to a different reality. And it says on the back of this book that from his life, Maulana Sheikh Nazim, of being a divine servant to everyone, the Sheikh, he loves and respects all people. Subhanallah. what is the goal of tariqah? Why we are coming and sitting here is to develop that love and respect for all people. If it's only with the ones that we love, it's easy. But the one who slaps you to keep your love and respect for him, that's difficult. So, regardless of what faith they were, it says Maulana Sheikh, this is only the back of the book, regardless what faith they chose or lack of faith, he loved and respected them. And with his courage also, he stood against all forms of oppression. And in some cases, changing public policy, changing the direction. He met with leaders, presidents, kings, and with simple ones like us. We're not presidents or kings. As Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam said, leave to Caesar, render unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. And Maulana Sheikh Nazim, with his unforgettable style of speaking and his loving advice, nasiha, and his humor to make people to laugh, to be light. It says about Prophet, if he was heavy or hard on people, in Quran says he would run away. How you approach the majlis of Sahaba, from far you hear Sahaba laughing, in surur, mutakabilin, with each other, with Prophet ﷺ, but with each other. How Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq and Sayyidina Umar, they used to not fight for the chair, they used to fight who is better. Where Maulana Sheikh, he told us, Sayyidina Abu Bakr said, Prophet said this about you, Ya Umar. And Sayyidina Umar came back and said, no, Prophet said this about you, if there was a Prophet after you. And like that, they were competing to put the other one up. In our time, we compete to put the other one down. Astaghfirullah. May Allah forgive us. So the Shaykh, he came to take us from this way of Jahiliyyah. What was the characteristic of Jahiliyyah? Especially Abu Jahl. So proud one. They said just when we were competing neck and neck, he declared himself prophet. As if it was in the competition and Prophet ﷺ, they were seeing him. No, he wants to take advance on us, so he say, I'm prophet. And he said, in the back of this book, still where we didn't enter the book, even on the side of the book, it's enough just to read his name, Sheikh Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani. If you took only this one word he said for the Sohba, it's enough for 1 hour of Sohba. One word from there, what they said is better than 1 billion of my words, of our words. Because our words might be either empty, like the sound of a drum. It's empty. There is some sound, but mostly empty. Or might be filled with arrogance of our ego. The love of the speaker to hear himself talk and to talk down to the other ones. Oh, people listen to me. Oh, people, you have to follow what I said. This to become zalim on people. To be in the chair like Fir'aun, who said, Ana Rabbukum al-Allah. But tariqah is not this way. This is way of dunya. As soon as I become in the chair, I have to make proclamation, signing orders. No more ice cream. Everyone has to eat bitter. May Allah grant us sweetness, halawatul iman. So he said this series is intended to bring the reader, the listener, this is us, myself first. He said if the one talking doesn't benefit first, is not in need first, the other ones it will be useless for them. We all are drinking at his fountain. وَكُلُّ هِمٍّ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ مُلْتَمِسٌ. Every person is drinking from his fountain. Everyone you see here is at the threshold of Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasul. Every Muslim, every seeker, it comes to his door. Where Sheikh Omar and the group, may Allah bless them, they are now in Madinatul Munawwara on our behalf. Inshallah, we'll be included with them. May we be blessed by their journey, holy journey. Every human being is always in that journey to the presence of his beloved. Especially now in our time, it became like a desert with wild animals at night in the darkness. Especially this is shaitan looking to bite you, to destroy you, to take you out. But the Sheikh, he has an oasis in the desert, and this gathering is that oasis where you can quench your thirst and take some provisions to continue your way. He said this Sohbas or book is to lift your burdens, lift our burdens. We have too many burdens now, from dunya, hawa, nafs, shaitan, all these four enemies that are attacking us day and night. And to fill our hearts with love, peace, joy, and spiritual devotion. May He grant us this, to dress us. He said, anyone that comes will take. As they asked Prophet, what happened? Someone comes, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to that gathering of zikr that we are in now. He said, La yashqa jalisu. Even they came just for eating or for taking money from their brother. Might be someone came for that reason. May Allah clean our niyyah. And Maulana Sheikh, he said, Qaddasallahu sir, Maulana Sheikh Nazim, that to achieve our servanthood is through humility, tawadu. May He grant us. And he said, the first sign of servanthood is to say, as we always say at the beginning of everything we are doing, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And to say, oh our Master, Grand Sheikh Qaddasallahu Sir, controller of this planet, Madad. And we are asking to Maulana Sheikh Nazim, Maulana Sheikh Hisham, and all awliya, not to rely on to be lords, no, but we are humble servants, asking power from that one that is the one who gives all power on this planet. He said, Maulana Sheikh Nazim, O people, don't think that Allah Azza wa Jal created only one world. In every moment, He is creating another world, not stopping. And he said, so many khayal. What is khayal? Imagination and thinking is occupying us. When the Sheikh is finishing this endless history, and endless histories for him, but we are getting hungry. We don't think we can find kebab. So the famous cook at the Sheikh's Durga is only cooking soup every day. And when finishing the Sohba, the murid, he may run to the kebab tikka house. Even he became old and his teeth are finished. He put dentures. This is Maulana's words. Therefore, the murid will understand, Sheikh has no teeth. He likes to drink soup. Everyday soup. And people are sitting and looking at me. He's saying, you are having lunch? They are asking me. Yes, everyday soup. We are not like you. We are 90 years old and we are not asking to eat kebab. And people have so many things in their mind to remember this and that, and they are putting in their mindly productions in their remembrance. Maulana Sheikh Nazim, he addressed people in this way, with humor, but with a subtle understanding how we are to know ourselves. As Prophet ﷺ said, Man arifa nafsahu faqad arifa rabbahu. There is a struggle within us. Our heart is yearning to be humble servants, drinking from the everlasting light that is coming from the fountain of Rasul ﷺ and flowing to the Shaykh, and he's giving to his murids. And our khayal, our ego, and this endless machine of blah blah. Can we say blah blah? Everyone knows what blah blah means. Blah blah is this endless thinking that we have, myself first, that doesn't allow us to stop for that one moment to receive. And he said after this, O people, try to be for Allah Azza wa Jal. O servants, try to remember that you are servants, that we have been created for ubudiyah, for servanthood, not for eating and drinking. But today he said people, they forgot this and they are just thinking from morning to evening they are created to eat delicious food. And this is the characteristic of animals, he's saying. But human beings, they were created for something else. Allah created us not to look down like cows and grazing. He created human beings to be seeking in suluk the path of enlightenment, where Ibrahim Adham, he made our friend Elon Musk or Bezos or Trump look like paupers. His kingdom in Balkh, which he inherited the riches of ancient Persia, was more than any kingdom, where he left everything, his palace, his wife, his son, his wealth, his thinking, his chair, his ring, everything, he left it in one day. And he went on the path of unknown, to be forgotten, and Allah made him to be Sultan al-Ashikin, the king of ascetics. This is what Tariqa Naqshbandi al-Aliyah, this is what the Sheikh is calling us to. We are weak ones. And he said, Maulana, and this is, I don't know if it might be 30 years ago, I don't know when is this. Doesn't say the date, but might be 2010. At least now it might be from early 2000s, 20 years ago. He said, open CNN, Fox, BBC, PPC, or now we have AI. People are thinking they reached the top point of civilization. But he said, if this is the top point of civilization, to be like a cow or a bull, only looking after what we are eating. And he said, people are sitting and waiting for a big sheep from the oven. And the Sheikh is calling people to struggle. But people are interested, he said, now only in three things: what they are eating, what they are drinking, what they are wearing. And that's why he said that Prophet ﷺ, he said, I am sitting as a servant and eating as a servant, and no pride, wala fakhr. He was humble. And this is the head of all teaching of tariqah that Maulana Sheikh is saying and teaching, and Maulana Sheikh. If we are not tyrant on our brothers, we are tyrant on ourselves. Our ego is tyrant king on our spirit. As Maulana Sheikh said, the best jihad is what? To say kalimatul haq in the Sultan al-Jahir. To say a word of truth to the corrupt one. The Maulana Sheikh, he said, leave the others, say a word of truth to your ego that is sitting on the throne of your heart, Qalbul Mu'min Baytullah, and tell him, no, oh my ego, Sultan Jahir. Leave this like Ibrahim Adham. One day he was drunk. A man came on his roof. We all know the story. And he was not any more drunk. But he was still, he didn't change yet. The next day the deer addressed him. Did we create you for this? So Allah, Azza wa Jal, when He loves a servant, He will show him the reality, which is the best. The best is not to be sitting here and talking and no, the best is to be sitting, as Maulana Sheikh said, by the shurs. So he's giving us a key here for all of our lives. He said to follow the way of Prophet ﷺ and to follow the way of your Sheikh and to realize your spirituality. Be humble. Because servanthood, ubudiyah, prayers and fasting and umrah and hajj and zikr and sohba and however you want to worship your Lord, without humbleness is thrown away. And he who is making himself proud, like blowing himself up like a balloon, like all of us, may Allah forgive us, and take this pride from us. I'm not claiming to be a humble one. We are only saying what Maulana is advising us. I'm advising myself, and he is advising all of us. He said, Shaitan now is coming to everyone living and saying, you must be proud ones, don't be humble. Come and be proud. And therefore, what happened? A difficult situation came upon us. Fitna everywhere. Difficult situation, why? Because everyone asking to be proud and no one accepting to be humble. And when people getting proud, Maulana is saying, they are saying, no, we cannot accept to do any job. We have PhD. We cannot accept the other ones, especially. We have to be top ones. May Allah forgive us and grant us the wisdom of this holy month and wisdom of Maulana's holy words to remove our burden, as he said in the cover, our main burden, which is this pride of our ego, stopping us from receiving Mahabbatullah wa Mahabbatul Habib wa Mahabbatul Mashaykh wa Mahabbatul Ikhwan wa Fana'un fil Ikhwan. If the murid wants to be a sincere one in this way, then he has to be humble with each one to see the other one better as him, and he has to love him as if he loves the Shaykh, and he has to see him higher than himself. He has to see everyone else that he is higher and he is the last one. This is very difficult. Obviously, we cannot reach to this through our own effort. We're asking a heavenly support from Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and from our Mashaykh. Grant us to be humble ones, to sit always like this on the earth, literally, and also through our hearts to be humble ones. May He grant us, dress us from the love of Rasul, especially this month of Shaban, and to reach to the holy month of Ramadan, and take from us everything, every veil and everything that's stopping us from being in that presence, holy presence of our Mashaykh with Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and make us to be humble and sincere ones in His divinely presence for the sake of His most humble one, most praised one, most beloved one, Sayyidina Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.